Okay, hello everyone. How are you doing today? Yeah. Has chemistry been treating you well? Yeah. Woo, chemistry is the best, guys. My name is Nate, and this is the lovely Kim. And today we will be teaching you something that is called vitamin C titration, and we will be talking about atoms and some of the chemical reactions that occur because of something called electrons.
Okay, guys. So first we're going to start off by talking about what an atom is. An atom is a small particle made of even smaller particles. So first, how you can see up there, we have our proton. So that's the plus sign in the middle. And then we have electrons that zoom around the atom really fast. And when we have attraction between positive and negative charges, then we have reactions between atoms.
And so today we want to talk about something called oxidation. And oxidation is something that we see every day. Oxidation is when something takes an electron away from an atom. And this is something that we see with rust. So those big metal chains that all of a sudden are orange, that's rust. Or when your bike is rusty. Or have you noticed that when you leave an apple outside for too long, it changes color? That is oxidation. And those are just what oxidation and reducing is. You have an oxidizing agent. An oxidizing agent is something that takes an electron away from an atom, and a reducing agent gives it back to the atom.
Okay, so now we're going to look at an example of oxidation. So first off, on the screen, you see a hydrogen atom. So remember how I told you how an atom has protons inside and then around it has electrons? So now we're going to see what happens when we do an oxidation reaction. So turn to your counselors and tell them what you think is going to happen when there's an oxidation reaction. Or in other words, when you take away the electron from the atom. What do you think it's going to look like?
Okay, so who's going to be our brave camper to give us an idea of what they think the atom will look like after? Yes, camper.
I think it's going to get smaller because it lost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow, that's like really profound. Yes.
Will it lose the electron and then turn orange?
Close. Anyone else? Any other brave campers? Alrighty. Okay, so what will happen is yes, it will get smaller, and yes, it will lose an electron. We don't think it'll change color though, because we can't see that much into it. But yes, it will lose an electron, so now it's just going to look like a positive proton. And so in everyday life, we can get attacked by oxidizing agents, and our bodies can lose the electrons, and that can cause a lot of damage. So something that we take are antioxidants in the form of vitamins. Who here takes vitamins? Good, good. Vitamins are really good for you. And so, from what we've talked, what do you think an antioxidant is? Antioxidant. What did you say, brave camper? Yes, it does, in a way.
Okay, so like Nate was saying, our bodies are made of lots of molecules and atoms that have lots of electrons. And every once in a while, inside of our bodies, we'll have these oxidizing agents. And remember that an oxidizing agent is something that likes to take electrons away. So can you imagine if we have an oxidizing agent inside of our body, that it's going to hurt us because it's going to take away our electrons?
That's terrible.
Yeah, we don't want that, right? Because you could get really sick. So we don't want that to happen. So instead we'll take antioxidants like vitamin C. And vitamin C is going to be like the really nice guy who gives its electrons to the to the oxidizing agent so that we can stay healthy. Does she look pretty happy? It's because she's healthy. She takes her vitamins.
Okay, so we can get vitamins from our food too, not just from the little gummy bears that our moms give us in the morning. So what do you think are what are some of the foods that you think give us vitamins? Oranges, yes. Strawberries.
What else do you see in the picture?
Kiwis. Yes. So all of those fruits and vegetables give us a good source of vitamins. And as you can see, papayas, bell peppers, dark leafy greens, all those things that sometimes taste a little nasty, those are really healthy for us. So eat your broccoli. Okay, so now we're going to do a little demonstration of an oxidizing reaction.
Okay, so first, Nate is going to put some starch on his arm.
A little more. Okay, good.
Okay, so you can't really see it because it doesn't have a lot of color to it. But now he's going to put, I think the iodine. Yeah. Now he's going to rub some iodine on his arm. And the iodine, this is a secret. The iodine is an oxidizing agent. So what do you guys think will happen?
It's going to make it turn orange.
You think it's going to be orange? Why do you think it's going to be orange?
Because the arrest was orange.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We'll see. Whoa.
Okay, so let's talk about this. So if this stuff, the iodine, is the oxidizing agent, what is it doing to the starch? Taking away electrons. Good job. Okay.
So,
Do it all over, yeah. Just be bold. It'll come off different.
Okay.
that's a big color change, right?
Okay.
So, oh, now Nate's grabbing some vitamin C tablets. Any guesses as to what's going to happen when he rubs it on his arm? It's going to bubble. It's going to turn green. Let's watch.
Do I have to break this?
Just rub it. Yeah.
Whoa. It's disappearing.
Wiping it off.
No, he's not wiping it off. There's nothing on the vitamin C tablet.
Just vitamin C.
Yeah, just vitamin C.
So what is the vitamin C doing if it's the antioxidant?
Vitamin C's fighting.
I heard it over there from a brave camper.
Giving the electrons back.
Yes, exactly. So it's giving the electrons back to the starch. And so now it's back to normal.
Woohoo!
Do you guys have any questions? Okay. Alrighty. And so now we're going to go do an experiment with vitamin C and starch and iodine, so you guys can see how oxidation happens and the color changes that can occur because of these reactions. And that's it. Thank you, campers.
And then one more thing. So when you go into the lab, you're going to be doing what's called a titration. And just so that you kind of know what a titration is, it's what scientists do to count how many molecules are in a liquid. So just so, as an example, I chose a scale here so that you can picture it. So pretend that on the left side, we're going to put some vitamin C. And we don't know how much vitamin C we have. And then the middle of the scale, pretend there's like a needle. It's going to tell us, we're going to call it the indicator. And the indicator will tell us how much vitamin C we have. Well, scratch that, I'm sorry. On the other side, we're going to add iodine. but we know how much iodine we're going to add. So we add it and we add it until the scale is balanced. And the indicator will tell us when the scale is balanced. And so then, do you think we'll know how much vitamin C we have if we know how much iodine we have? Yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing in the lab. All right. You ready? Yeah. Let's go.